गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू ए स्क्वायर क्लासेस। आज जो हम एक नया टॉपिक पढ़ने वाले हैं वो है किंगडम फंजाई। इसमें मैं आपको बता दूं कि हम किंगडम फंजाई विटेकर्स 5 किंगडम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे। तो उसमें से हमने डिस्कस करा किंगडम मोनेरा, प्रोटिस्टा और अब हम पढ़ने वाले हैं किंगडम फंजाई। ये विटेकर्स का थर्ड किंगडम था जो उन्होंने क्लासिफाई करा था। ठीक है, तो इससे पहले मैं आपको बता दूं कि किंगडम फंजाई को इज ऑल्सो फेमस बाय माइकोटास। माइकोटा के नाम से भी हम फंजाई को जानते हैं। ठीक है, सबसे पहले अगर मैं फंजाई के इंट्रोडक्शन के बारे में बात करूं तो ये कैसे आया, इसकी स्टडी को क्या कहते हैं, तो वो डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। दैट इज फर्स्ट पॉइंट, स्टडी ऑफ फंजाई is called as what? Mycology। मैंने आपको सबसे पहला पॉइंट बताया कि फंजाई इज आल्सो नोन एज माइकोटा। नाउ आई हैव सेड दैट स्टडी ऑफ फंजाई इज कॉल्ड एज माइकोलॉजी। तो बात कर लेते हैं फादर ऑफ माइकोलॉजी की। माइकेली, और इन्होंने एक फेमस बुक लिखा। उस बुक का नाम है नेवो प्लांटेरम जेनेरम। स्टार पॉइंट है ये। ठीक है, आई सेड यू दैट स्टडी ऑफ फंजाई इज कॉल्ड एज माइकोलॉजी। फादर ऑफ माइकोलॉजी है माइकेली, और इन्होंने एक बुक लिखा वो है नेवो प्लांटेरम जेनेरम। ओके, the term fungi was given by Caspar Bauhin. Caspar Bauhin. He was the scientist. Let me tell you, he was the scientist who gave the term that is called as fungi. Who was the scientist named as Caspar Bauhin? He termed or he coined the term Caspar Bauhin. Now we'll talk about the father of Indian mycology. The father of Indian mycology is E.J. Butler. Okay, clear? Please make a note of it. Study of fungi is called as mycology. Father of mycology is Micheli. He wrote a book that is called as Nevo Plantarum Genera, and the fungi was given by a scientist who is called as Caspar Bauhin. He coined the term Caspar Bauhin, and the father of Indian mycology is E.J. Butler. Please make a note of modern mycology. Modern mycology. Father of modern mycology. Father of modern mycology is D. Berry. Father of modern mycology is who? D. Berry. Clear? Okay. Let's correlate fungi with Whittaker's 5 kingdom of classification. Okay? As अगर हम कुछ general feature of fungi के बारे में बात करें तो वो है, ठीक है, ये हो गया. This is all about who all the scientists who termed the name, who coined the name and all that. But now we'll talk about introduction. What is actually fungi? So it deals as if जनरल इंट्रोडक्शन की बात करें या फिर जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स की बात करें तो जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स की बात करें. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक. सो फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज दीज आर हेटेरोट्रॉपिक. दीज the species or the organisms belonging to kingdom fungi are heterotropic. Okay, clear? Next point is these are achlorophyllous. That means what? Absence of chloroplast. Absence of what? Chloroplast. Fungi general characteristics की बात करें, how we have characterized fungi. These are heterotrophic. Second is achlorophyllous. That is absence of what? Chloroplast. Clear? Next, they have thalloidal structure. कैसा structure? Thalloidal structure. Thalloidal structure. That means what? That they have thallus. Thallus is present. Okay, Thyroidal structure means what? The actual plant body or the body structure is not differentiated into particular organ or particular phenomena like root, stem or leaf to perform any function. वैसे structure को हमने क्या कहा? Thyroidal structure. Clear? Okay. I told you about general characteristics of fungi में. It is heterotrophic, it is achlorophyllous, that is absence of chloroplast. इनमें chloroplast absent होता है, इसलिए इसमें chlorophyll present नहीं होता. That's why these are not green plants. Okay, that's अब ये इसके general characteristics हैं जो इसके morphology पे, along on the basis of morphology we have noticed such characteristics. Okay, presence of सेल वॉल, प्रेजेंस ऑफ, अगर हम इसके माइक्रोस्ट्रक्चर की बात करें तो इसमें प्रेजेंस ऑफ सेल वॉल होता है. दीज ऑर्गेनिज्म आर फ्रॉम माइक्रोस्कोपिक फंजाई टू एडिबल मशरूम्स. इनका जो ये ऑर्गेनिज्म जो है जिन किंगडम फंजाई में बिलोंग करते हैं वो आर माइक्रोस्कोपिक फंजाई टू एडिबल मशरूम्स टू नॉन एडिबल स्टूल्स. ओके, किंगडम फंजाई की बात हमने करी, माइक्रोस्कोपिक फंजाई to edible mushrooms and they are even non-edible stools. ये इतने छोटे से from microscopically structure से, या इनको जो mushrooms हम लोग खाते हैं that is also a fungi जिसको हम लोग scientific term में agaricus बोलते हैं, and non-edible stools. आगे जब हम लोग classes पढ़ेंगे तो हमें clear हो जाएगा. Okay, the general characteristics was heterotrophic, achlorophyllous, thyroidal structure, presence of cell wall, and organisms कैसे होते थे? तो from very minute छोटे से like microscopic fungi to non-edible stools. Clear? Make a note of it. Next point is these are spore producing organism. Spore producing organism. So now पहले fungi को we earlier fungi was kept in a kingdom plant, but it shows some of the features of even of the animal. So जो kingdom, ये I'll tell you, kingdom plantae, fungi and kingdom animalia. ठीक है, make a note of it. Kingdom fungi, kingdom plantae, kingdom fungi and kingdom animalia. Okay, plantae basic features क्या थे? cell wall, ठीक है, and autotrophs, eukaryotes. मैं आपको बता दूं हेटेरोट्रोपिक के साथ साथ these are also eukaryotic, यानी इनके सेल जो हैं वो वेल डेवलप्ड होते हैं. ओके, वन वेल डेवलप्ड न्यूक्लियस और वेल डेवलप्ड ऑर्गेनल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं. एक और बात अगर नोटिस किया जाए तो दीज आर मोस्टली मल्टी सेलुलर. लेट मी मार्क इट, मोस्टली मल्टी सेलुलर. ओके, दीज आर मोस्टली मल्टी सेलुलर एक्सेप्ट ईस्ट और राइट इट एज सैक्रोमाइसिस. Clear? And if you want you can write it schizosaccharomyces also. It's also a type of yeast. Okay, these are unicellular organism. So plantae की बात करें तो basically उसमें क्या होना चाहिए? Presence of cell wall, वो autotroph होना चाहिए, वो eukaryotes होना चाहिए. But fungi also, and अगर हम अपने kingdom animalia की बात करें तो absence of cell wall, heterotrophs and eukaryotic. See, plant fungi also showed presence of cell wall, okay, and it also showed as heterotrophic nature. So it mimic or it assembles some features of kingdom plantae and kingdom animalia. That's why इसको हमने एक अलग ही kingdom में रखा जो हम बात करते हैं kingdom fungi की. Clear? That's why Whittaker classified those organisms in different different kingdom जिसको हम लोग kingdom mycota या फिर kingdom fungi से पढ़ते हैं. Clear? Because it had few features similar to kingdom plantae and it also had few features similar to kingdom animalia. That's why it was kept, neither it was kept in kingdom plantae nor it was kept in kingdom animalia. We distributed, yani Whittaker distributed those organisms in different kingdom, that is fungi. Okay? अगर हम इसके habitat के बारे में बात करें, हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं इसके habitat. Let us talk about habitat. So it is, first point to be noted is it is cosmopolitan in nature. Cosmopolitan nature. यानी ये हर जगह पाए जाते हैं. Cosmopolitan means basically everywhere we can see their occurrence. Let me tell you some places like it is humus present in humus rich soil, present in humus rich soil, water, bread, wood, hair, or even you can write as keratin substances. Present in humus rich soil, water, bread, wood, hair, etc. Based on their habitat कि वो कहाँ कहाँ present होते हैं. If they are present, if fungi present on wood, they are called as epixylic. If they are present on cow dung, they are called as coprophilous. Okay? If they are present on hair or horns, that is basically we mentioned about keratin, they are called as keratinophilous. ठीक है? They are called as what? If they are present on wood, they are called as epixylic. If they are present on cow dung, they are called as coprophilous. If they are present on hair, horns, they are called as keratinophilous. Clear? Just make a note of it. If they are present on burnt wood, they are called as xylophilous. If they are present on the bark of a tree, they are called as corticolous. ठीक है? We started kingdom fungi from general introduction, like study of fungi is called as mycology, mycota, who coined the term, father of mycology, everything we completed. We discussed about general characteristics. It means like heterotrophic or chlorophyllous. Heterotrophic, along with heterotrophic, these are eukaryotic. Eukaryotic के साथ साथ these are mostly multicellular. Some fungi are also unicellular. Exceptions are yeast and Saccharomyces जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, और Schizosaccharomyces, one of the species of the yeast. Okay, and thalloidal structure होता है, यानी they have a presence of thallus. That is, plant body is actually not differentiated into root, stem, or leaf, or not differentiated into particular phenomenal organ to perform some functions. Okay, now there is a presence of cell wall. Okay. And organism, they are from microscopic fungi, very minute level. They are till edible mushrooms, and they are also have developed till non-edible stools. Okay, they are also spore producing organism. जब हम इनके reproduction की बात करेंगे तो ये clear हो जाएगा कि how they produce spores, what are the types of spores which actually fungi produces, ascospores, basidiospores, and all that spores, aplanospores, zoospores. Okay, now we have talked about kingdom plantae and kingdom animalia से ये fungi क्यों हमने अलग kingdom में रखा? Why there was a need for a Whittaker to differentiate kingdom fungi into a different kingdom? Why? Because it somewhat shows the characteristics of kingdom plantae as well as kingdom animalia. That's why he kept a fungi organism in some different kingdom, that is called as kingdom mycota or kingdom fungi. We discussed about the habitat. Habitat में हमने देखा these are cosmopolitan in nature, that is present everywhere. They can affect plant, animal, everything, leaf, keratin, hair, horn, everything. Bread, food, mostly chapati, everything, these all can be affected by the fungi. So we termed as cosmopolitan in nature. तो एग्जांपल्स देखिए कि where they are present in humus rich soil, water, bread, wood, hair, keratin substance. We can see fungi in keratin substances also. And if fungi are present on wood, we call them as epixylem. If they are present on powder, we call it as coprophylus. Okay, if they are present on hair and horns, that is keratin substances, they are called as keratinophylus. If they are present on burnt wood, they are called as xylophylus. Clear? And if they are present on bark of a tree, they are called as corticoholus. Any doubt? Fungi, kingdom fungi is further classified into various classes. Those are phycomycetes, ascomycetes, then comes basidiomycetes and deuteromycetes. Clear? Phycomycetes is further classified into two more classes, that are, any guesses? Oomycetes and zygomycetes. Oomycetes and zygomycetes. Kingdom fungi was classified into phycomycetes and then ascomycetes, basidiomycetes and deuteromycetes, and phycomycetes was further classified into oomycetes, zygomycetes. Okay? Point to be noted is based this classification, after this classification was based on few things, that are morphology of the fungi, This classification was based on morphology of the fungi and spore, that is type of spore formed, morphology of the fungi, spore, type of spore formed, and the reproduction method. Okay? Fungi was classified on the basis of morphology of the fungi, spore, and reproduction method of the fungi. Before we go deep into the classification, I want to talk about some structure of fungi. Actually, we'll be talking about how the structure of fungi. Fungi, as I told you earlier, it is multicellular organism. So, what it is made up of and how it has its own structure. This we deal with classification. After talking about structure and reproduction of the fungi, we'll be dealing with one class with a detailed structure of the fungi. Okay? So, structure की बात करें तो fungi is multicellular. Fungi is multicellular organism, exception yeast, I told you earlier also, except few yeast. Okay? Fungi is multicellular organism except yeast. Body of fungi is thalloidal, and it is made up of structure called hyphae. Fungi is made up of a structure that is called as a hyphae. Hyphae is a strong fragment of a body of the fungi, and a group of hyphae together is called as mycelium. Okay? Group of fungi together, group of hyphae together is called as mycelium. So overall, the mycelium is a body or the structure of the fungi which we're going to discuss. So let's talk about the structure of mycelium. It's going to be some like this. Okay? This is overall structure of mycelium. Clear? This is what? Mycelium. See, earlier also I have told you, again let me make it short, be very sure with structures. You know why? Because in every competitive exam there comes one question with a structure. The small fragment of the mycelium is called as hypha. Plurally it is called as hyphae or hypha. You can mark it as hypha. Okay? And this whole is a structure of mycelium. Mycelium. Clear? The main which we're talking about structure of fungi, first of all it is multicellular organism, body of fungi is thalloidal and it is made up of a structure that is called as hyphae and group of hyphae together is called as mycelium. We saw the structure of mycelium, one fragment of mycelium is called as hypha, a short fragment of mycelium we termed it as hypha. Now we're going to discuss this hypha. This hypha may or may not have presence of hyphae. May is of two types. On the basis of, I'll tell you, hyphae in which septum is present, okay, and hyphae in which septum is absent. Okay, so when septum is absent, it means what? If this is a cell, multinucleated, as there is absence of septum. Septum is absent. So the cell contains multinucleate. Okay? Septum is absent and the cell has multinucleate. And one more thing. Such type of hypha is called as what? Any guesses? Cenocytic. Such type of hypha is called as cenocytic hypha. Septum is absent and if this is a hyphal structure, there are multinucleated nucleus present, many nucleus are present. So such type of hypha is called as a cenocytic hypha. Okay, now we'll talk about septum is present. Such type of hypha, on that basis we see two types of septum, that is central pore septum, and non-porous or non-pore septum. Pore septum or non-pore septum. Septum in which pore is, if septum is present, there is presence of pore, such septum is called as pore septum. And if there is non-pore septum, okay, non-pore septum hypha and non-pore septum hypha. Clear? See, I told you hypha is of two types. Hypha may have contain septum. If septum is present, that is different hypha, and if septum is absent, that is cenocytic hypha. Okay, make a note of this. Now, if pore septum hypha has, it is of two types. Central pore and jolly pore. Jolly pore septum. Central pore septum and jolly pore septum. Central pore septum is seen in example class Ascomycetes, and it is seen in the class example Basidiomycetes. Clear? See, Non-pore septum of hypha, it's seen, but it's present very rarely in some very old species of the fungi. We see non-porous septum of the hypha, but pore septum of the hypha is commonly seen in the classes which we have seen in the classification. If the septum, suppose I'll tell you what is septum and what I'm talking about. If this is the hypha, okay, this is one structure of hypha. Hypha may contain a septum. Okay, so these are two different nuclei present in the cell. Okay, now if this septum is present and there is a pore in center, this is called as central pore. Central pore. Let me draw. This is a hypha, this is a septum. Okay, and if there is a pore present in the center, this is called as a central pore. Okay, now when there is a continuation of a barrel pore from the central pore, there is a continuation of a barrel-like structure to the periphery. Okay, so that is called as what? Dolly pore, which is seen in the class Basidiomycetes, and central pore seen in the class Ascomycetes. Septum along with the presence of pore. If the pore is present centrally, it's seen in the class Ascomycetes. If it is at the periphery along with the barrel land-like structure, that is called as dolly pore. It is seen in the class Basidiomycetes.